Have you ever been asked by one of your self-destructive friends or even people whom you've recently met, why would you even do all the effort possible to take care of your health, to take care of everything, when in the end we all shall die? See, in life, a lot of people will live this illusion that they have to work for the money, they have to chase in order to receive. See, most people do this mistake, they fall for this trap, but it seems none of them take the interest to actually teach the younglings their mistakes. See, in life, it is good to have a balance in between money and health, because a lot of people chase wealth and they give up their health, right? That's a big problem, because once they no longer have their health, it's kind of irrelevant to have all the wealth in the world when you're gonna be tied to a bed and you can barely walk around. You're gonna try to give up your wealth to get your health back, right? Do you know how expensive a hospital bill can be for different diseases? Because as strong, as resilient the human body as can be, it is also equally illusionary. Because now everything is good, tomorrow you're simply bed sick. Yes, that is not a very good thing to deal with. And, in order to end up in a hospital, you kind of need to give up your health, right? And it might cost you your health, right, to get to a hospital. But it might cost you your life to get out of a hospital. Because once in a hospital, well, you can live with your health and your life, or in some situations, you may live with your wealth but with not your life. Because let's say malpractice is not going to be a widespread thing, yes? Maybe you will get into a hospital where people are actually empathic and they will care for you. They will try their best. But most people go to the hospital only when they feel it as the worst. And you get the worst symptoms typically towards the end, towards the terminal part of some of the diseases, right? Some of the diseases are somewhat incurable and very limiting, like diabetes and such. So the point is, why give up your health to live a shitty life? We all have a shitty life, more or less. But with health, you can have a less shittier life because you will have less tiredness in your life. You will have more energy to take care of yourself, your things, everything that you like, and things that you don't like, because that is the balance of life. You'll have to deal with other people, deal with their problems, solve issues for others, and then also handle your own. And if you have some spare time, also try to use the rest of your energy to do something that reminds you that you're alive. Because we're living in a world that wants you to be as much as a robot as you can be, right? Just work, just get home, do nothing, get yourself distracted, rinse and repeat, right? This is not a life that will have you cherish existence, being. It's a life that simply cherishes the idea of self termination. Because what's the worth of living the same shit again and again when it clearly gives you the sign that nothing's gonna happen and nothing's gonna change? The same wheel's gonna turn and you're just gonna grow older. The wheel is just gonna grow older as well. It's gonna become squeakier and, well, it's gonna become harder to turn as you age, right? So, whatever happens, you may end up leaving the hospital with all your wealth, but without your health. And, well, there are those situations when, the hospital can't do shit. You're gonna be sent home and, well, you're gonna just have to wait for your demise. And in some cases, you're gonna leave the hospital with all your wealth, but not even your life, because the hospital couldn't do anything anymore. A lot of unfortunate people hit it like that, right? Because of abuse towards themselves. Society will abuse you for free. You don't need to worry about abusing yourself. If you have such self-destructive behavior, all you need to do is find the wrong partner in your life and they will ruin your existence without any effort. You don't even need to pay them. They will do that for free. So why be stupid enough to ruin your life and be ignorant when you live in a society that never cared about you? Everything is a charade towards life. Because in a narcissistically stinking society, you're not gonna see anything that would honor life, that would cherish life. It's all gonna be a charade of your own pains. And in such a society, you might actually want to be a virus. You might actually want to be healthy, because when you end up in a hospital, you're not guaranteed a ticket out, right? So, if something bad happens to you and not even the hospitals and doctors can do something, what's the worth of all your wealth in your life when you're no longer gonna be able to spend it? Being wealthy is not a bad thing. Depends how you make use of your wealth. Whether you're gonna make use of it to make others miserable, or whether you're gonna use it to make others pleasant. You should always remind yourself that there will be one moment in life when all that wealth suddenly will become irrelevant. Either you're gonna lose it all, or you're gonna simply leave this physical body. That is a simple point to always keep in mind. You never know when that will happen, but you know for sure it will happen. That is the only guarantee you have in life. So hopefully this video raised a bit of awareness. Hopefully this video opened some eyes a bit. Take care, enjoy life, and this being said, Ferenc Board signing out.